Good morning, welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. Welcome back to Tiki Town. We have a few things to discuss. First of all, as you might see down here, we are now on build 42.10, the newest updated version. But more about this later. Now, you might have seen the episode title, even though I haven't seen it yet because I haven't written it yet. And what's up with that? Well, the mod author for the Starving Zombies mod decided that he no longer wants to support Project Zomboid in any way, which is fine and fair, right? You know, that's their decision. I'm not entitled to their creation, etc., etc. But as a final update, they pushed an update to the mod, removing all the code from all the mod files. So, while the Starving Zombies mod, you can still find it on the workshop. The files are basically empty, except for a comment saying I no longer support Project Zomboid, and that's that. That mod just will not work anymore. So, yeah, kind of defeats a little bit the run purpose here, or the theme of this run. I mean, we're still having the very low food loot, and starving cars because of very little gas. But yeah. Now, I have to say, I've always been very, very outspoken, I think, about showing my respect, my thankfulness, my gratitude for modders. I'm playing a lot of games that thrive on the modding, that I would not be playing years later after release if not for an awesome modding community. And I think I don't want to go into the details why they decided to stop modding, but part of it has to do with toxic community, with like entitlement comments, etc., etc. Both on Reddit and Steam forums, and I have there's no defense for that, right? Be respectful to your modders. They're working for free. They're giving us awesome content. Yeah, that's really it. And they're doing things that I wouldn't be able to do, right? That's to me a thing of I won't be able to make map. Well, maybe if I get my back into it, but yeah. Anyway, that being said, if you want to stop modding, I'm not gonna say anything negative, right? I'm not entitled to their time, their creation, whatsoever. If you take it as you stop modding, go through the effort of updating all your mods with a push to break their code or basically remove their code. No. I feel like at that point, complaining about the toxic community is one thing, but I feel like that's kind of also a little bit of toxic move. There has been something similar in the past. So I think about a year ago, the mod creator of the Clear Cove map mod did a similar thing. The big difference there is, though, also that removing or destroying or rendering the code of a modded map useless breaks the save for anybody who's playing with that map. You can't remove a modded map from an existing save. Like, map files are kind of the game is very reluctant about allowing you to load a save if a map file is missing. So that was an even more toxic version of that. They fixed that kind of shenanigans with the update. Funnily enough, when the thing with Clear Cove happened, I had comments on my videos where I was playing on the map saying, hey, thanks for breaking my save. And I'm like, what if I have to do with that? Oh, So anyway, 42.10. Talking about things that are breaking. 42.10 brought a lot of additions to the in-game map, including on the map you now have street names on the vanilla maps. So if and when we ever get multiplayer again for Build 42, you can coordinate with your buddies instead of saying, hey, we meet at the Gigamart at Rest Point where everybody knows where that is. You can now say, hey, we meet on Main Street and 5th, and there's going to be a lot of confusion where the hell that is. But no, I'm just joking. In general, I think that's going to be a big addition. Let's move on. 14, we still need 14, yes. Just opening my file. Also, I'm not always sure if I update it. Didn't we pick up 15 last time around? Okay, let me just update my file here. My notes. Okay. Now, I would show you the whole update with the street names, but unfortunately, this and the other updates to the map caused a little bit of a modding conflict with two modded maps. As far as I understood so far from my research, that the maps Constown and Taylorsville somehow break the in-game map. Tiki Town is fine. My other save that I'm playing on my live stream, where I only have Tiki Town as my modded, the only modded town, I think. Now, I think I also have Grapeseed. But that's fine. I can use my map there. Just perfect. Here, I get errors, the map looks weird. And I don't see the street names anyway, so we're just gonna play without a map until until we hopefully get an update. Of course, if the modders for those two maps currently don't have time, we can't expect the update anytime soon. But that's fine. I'm gonna be patient. If they get the update in, that's gonna be great. If not, take your time. So, the other change with 42.10 is they fixed some of the bugs that were happening, like the bug with double gates, supposedly fixed. I haven't tested it yet, but if we get our carpentry level up, we can actually put some gates around our fence, right? Our base. Another update that came with the patch is a graphical update for fire effects. They received a huge overhaul, fire and smoke effects. I'm usually not somebody who uses fire a lot to kill zombies. I think we only did that in our Zero-Tier Hero run. Maybe you will look into that just to show off the new fire, right? Oh, and there's also a bunch of options that have been added, or changes made to the base settings of Vanilla Apocalypse. So, if you play on the Apocalypse difficulty, there's now the default day length is now set to 90 minutes instead of the 1 hour day that has been default for years, which is kind of cool. I always felt like 1 hour days felt a little bit short, 2 hour days a little bit too long, 90-minute days was never an option before, and now it is. There were mods that allowed you to do that, but yeah, so that's kind of a happy medium, and it's now the new default. It won't affect existing saves. I could, of course, we have the sandbox option mod. I could change it to that. I'm a little bit hesitant to do that for YouTubery reasons. We'll see. Then default apocalypse change again. Loot. So the loot rarity by default was the value of 0.4 for everything. Again, in this run we changed it to, I want to say 0.2. By default, it's now, as of 42.10, 0.6. So basically a 50% increase in loot, if you can say that. I don't know. Which I think it's still less than it used to be in build 41, the default loot setting. Although I'm not 100% sure what it used to be back then. But definitely, like, build 42 made loot in general across all categories rarer. And now they're kind of increasing that again. Ooh, might be looking for a library. What is this place? Books and beans. Ooh. Like a coffee shop with a library in the back. You can get your coffee, get a nice book, and then chill and read. Oh, I want to go there. Not in the apocalypse, though. Also, I technically don't drink coffee, so... But still, sounds lovely. There was one more new apocalypse setting that I'm trying to think of now. So we had the loot, we had the 1-hour days, 90-minute days now. Let's have the patch notes open and I could tell you about it. I thought I remember those 3 things. So, don't even remember putting water into my bottle in the morning, so lower your expectations. Oh yeah, zombies. So, build 42. By default, randomized some of the zombie characteristics. Most importantly, like memory, hearing, sight, and of course their speed. You know, some of them are slow tramplers, some of them are the regular fast tramplers. Now, for sight and hearing, the highest options, basically the pinpoint hearing and the eagle eye sight of zombies, will no longer be included in this randomness. So it's just randomizing between completely blind and regular and completely deaf and regular hearing zombies, which I think is a good change. They were supposed to, or they were saying they were revamping a little bit the stealth gameplay for characters that want to do that and making it more viable, and they made some changes in that regard. And then at the same time, you have random zombies that can have pinpoint hearing and eagle eye vision, and then the whole idea of stealth just goes out the window. Like, forget it. You're not gonna stealth past a pinpoint hearing zombie. Just not happening. So removing a pinpoint hearing, most importantly, from the randomized zombies, I think is a good change. It's these, you know, you fight somewhere and a zombie from all the way over there. It's like, yeah, I heard that, I'm coming over there. And you often had, in build 42, this endless stream of zombies coming in. Again, I don't think this will affect our ongoing save here. But yeah, lots of things for new playthroughs to discover. Aren't you working in this shop here? You have coffee cup, seahorse cup. Oh, you're from the competition. Right, but meanwhile, while we're talking about the new update, we've fought our way towards the food market in the middle of town. Kind of very curious now about potentially getting in here first. First thing we're gonna do though is run, and open these doors. And close them again. I want to have a door exit from any building that I'm in. Right. Are they not making coffee with water? Maybe. I was hoping I could fill up my water here. We're not foraging this round. But the carving, yes, that's actually the carving book we need to level up our carving skill. We might actually do, a break from all the zombie killing and focus a little bit on skills. I want to say I collected these 2 books. I'm not actually sure about welding 1 and 2. Delicious meals. One there. Thought this was never getting highlighted here. Hunter magazine, Time, one of my favorite magazines. Now, I'm wondering when a building like this is created, if it's just generic bookstore or if like the loot tables really specify, okay, this is a skill book bookshelf, this is a recreational bookshelf. Like here, telling us what the source statue is. Right, let's do this. 2030 shouldn't be too big of a deal, right? Yeah, I'm still getting the same weird combat behavior that I got previously with the... Like, pushing even when I'm hitting the ground attack key seems really odd. Five wise guys. Meats patties. Monster burger. Is that what I'm reading there? That is an interesting idea. think I gotta get another nailed baseball bat ready. I think it's noticeable that the Rover is definitely doing less damage. It feels like we're getting exhausted a little bit more. All listed up. Thirsty. I don't think that has any impact on the combat. It's just, I think it reduces your carry weight by 1 already. Like hungry. Yeah, I kind of already miss zombies sitting on the corpses, having a little bit of a nibble. So I guess we don't have to come up with a name for the nibblers because, well, they don't exist anymore. So, starving zombies no longer exist. Let's see if we can make starving player character no longer exist. I'm getting into that food market here. 2 more? We can take 2 more. So we are getting at breaking point, set, depressed, all of that. Because we are fully bloody and I haven't washed and I haven't had a smoke in a second or two. This shelf. Walk between these two. What I'm interested in is, do we have any sinks anywhere nearby? Maybe behind the food counter there. Responsibly run in there, fill your canteen. Don't get stuck on the door. Don't get stuck on the frickin' door. It's the key to the food market. How much room do we have? We have plenty of room, actually. Take some of that good stuff here. It's so nice. Like all the dried beans things are so good for calories. Into non-perishable. Perfect. It's a little bit too much heavy breathing for my taste. Taking them outside. Isn't this also another door here? D. Gibbs. The shelves. I didn't see white beans. I did see white beans. The secondary. Oh, no, secondary was where I had my lamp. Cool, you go primary now. And then we can't fight. Okay. I think we gotta come back another day, loot some more stuff, but that was already a good find. Chickpeas and white beans. Couple of books. That was a successful first day of trying to get to the food market, which, you know, worked really well because we got into the food market. Let's head back home. Yeah, no zombies nibbling on their corpses anymore. It's kind of a little bit sad, especially since this run was kind of themed around that. And now we have all the food in the world. Well, not all the food in the world. A good amount of food. We no longer have to hunger, and we also don't have the hungering, starving zombies anymore. But on the bright side, we still have a fantastic modded city to explore. So I'm still eager to see more of this town. You know, there was something in the latest update for Tiki Town, some patch notes about something sewers. So, yeah. Are we talking about big underground tunnels connecting multiple buildings across the city? That sounds scary and terrifying. I'm all for it. Alright, I'm gonna head back into the base. And I think I might have to also take a little bit of a stock of our various books to get a better overview of what we have, what we need. And I might actually do, since we did get a good amount of food here, and we probably don't have to worry about it for a day or two. I might actually do a reading day in between here and get that carving book read. And maybe next episode we're gonna look a little bit into that carving and how to level it up. It's gonna be a lot of really just chopping down trees and then making large handles into medium handles, into small handles, into spoons, into forks, or something like that. But it's gonna be worth it. If we can make eventually can make our own baseball bats, that's gonna be huge for the sustainability of our fighting strength here. Oh, we're looking for weights. It's still going down. Didn't I have a box of cereal? Yeah. Didn't even make it go up. You know what? We still have all that freshly cooked stuff here. Let's make a healthy salad to round out the day. Chicken steak. We'll eat the fries another day. Hopefully they're still going to be fresh. Chug it all in. Oh, apparently welding 1 and 2 we already have. We have 2 of those. In the trash you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw in a day of reading books, getting that maintenance book finished, and then getting the carving book read, and then we can see. Now, if we look here, I think we already have the baseball bat recipe. It might just be called make bats. Half a bat. That makes a baseball bat. It requires carving level 9. That's it's a little bit to go. Not gonna lie. Okay, we have books for what? 2 and 3. I don't think we're carving 4. We can get up to 6 with the book help. The far bit away from level 9, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. So yeah, I'll do an off-camera day, do a little bit of reading, and eat all that fresh food before it goes bad. And yeah, when we get back, we'll probably return to the food market. We'll probably grab one of our baseball bats and hammer it up again. But for now, we're going to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.